Hi, welcome to my fischertechnik monorail controlled by Robo Interface and BeagleBoard, running Python on Linux. And last time I ended by reconstructing a few things. I put the sonar on a lower altitude, lower height, and more importantly I did a little reconstruction on the carriage with the most important result that the wiring is no longer in this direction but is now on the side of the motor, and that already has led to more accurate readings, but I'm not satisfied yet. So we'll see to what it leads this time. Something that I have to take into mind is that a propeller has not the same driving force in each direction, and something that has something that bothered me for some time is that when I put the whole setup like this, it has problems driving, and when I do it like this, there's hardly a problem. So I want to take a look into that as well. But first of all, let's just run it. And we get a derailment. So now let's see how that ends up. It doesn't solve automatically. Okay, that's interesting to see. The distances are 2, 4, 13, 2, 5, 12, etc. But this is something I hadn't foreseen. So, although it comes better, this should not be happening. And that may force me to do something else, because, and let me stop the program for now. I remember that I had a derailment problem on this side as well, and I put the wheel here. Now this wheel is still on this side and you get a derailment. So probably I should put this wheel on the inside. Let's run further. How that works out. Now it has a distance of 1023, which is of course far from accurate. I'm stopping it and starting it again. There you go. And again derailment. Okay, now it's not really derailment, I see. But let me put the wire different. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so although not strictly necessary, this is quite interesting. And now it goes wrong here now. So okay, I will change this. See if that helps, and then I will also try it in the other positions like this. But first things first, a little reconstruction. So for this reconstruction I take apart this. This keeps hanging nicely. But what needs to be done is that this wheel should be here. So there goes. Alright, now back to the carriage. It's a very minor reconstruction, but I guess you can see what I did. So let's see how this goes. Now of course the wheel stays on the monorail, which is exactly what was supposed to do or happen. Now I have to see what this control light does. It doesn't do anything. Is it even connected? That's a good question. But for now, this looks like an improvement. And a side effect is that this part is coming right here, so it keeps it from getting out of balance. Now, what I was talking before, let's see what it does in this way. Yeah, that may be caused by this wire. So that is no real problem. So when I change this setup a little bit and I put it straight like this, what happens then? Not a real problem. Alright, so it seems that the earlier problem with this situation was the piece of wiring. So let me put it like this again. that is a nice result. And now I have to keep in mind the wiring, of course. Has to run free. But what I also notice now is that this light here is not burning at all, so I have to check the wires. So let's do that. And this switch should go as well. So checking the lamp and checking the wire, and then see further. So after this minor reconstruction of the carriage, I want to check the wire of that lamp, and for that I of course use the diagnosis first. I have to check once again how the lamp is connected, and that lamp is connected to output output 1, if I see it correctly. So first I take the interface, distance mode, but that isn't too much of influence. What I need is see how this responds, and I do see that with output 1 the lamp absolutely works. There's no doubt in denying. There's no doubt, and it can't be denied. It just works. So why does it work when running the program? That's a very interesting thing. So no, that is starting the program again, which is absolutely not necessary because it's running. What I do need, what I do need to run is this, which is this program. And you see here it clearly gives 8.0, which has been such a problem in the past. 8.1 is no problem, and when I press this switch you see that is not a problem either. 1.1 is 1. I release it and it goes back to 1.0 is 0. So that is not a problem at all. But still, why doesn't that lamp go? Also, smaller than 5 gives 2, gives 2, gives 2, and here larger than 5 says 12, 13, 12, 12. So that looks fine actually, and now that lamp does work. So what's the difference? Again, it works, but it doesn't work each time. So that's curious. Alright. Yes, it does work. So it only works when the carriage is gone again. So let me stop it for a moment. That lamp is output 1. which is here. So how can I get it to work whenever the carriage arrives instead of leaves? If the T-digital 1, T-digital 8 is high, and this is when it leaves, and then you set it to output. I think, but I'm not sure, that I can put this here somewhere. So let me just check that out. And I'll let that here. So let's see what consequence this has. Alright. It starts again at 1023, so I stop it and start again. Now it goes. Lamp does not go on at all. Now it goes, but also when leaving. So this does not, the relocation of this line from here to here does not make any difference. Alright, nice test, but okay, so be it. I will put it back again, and then like this. So this is alright. I don't like the lamp yet, but that can come. So let's see what further I can do. Another idea, which I've tried in the past but failed, is to make the monorail a bit longer. So I have taken the same kind of rod that is here, which forms the rail, and made this construction. I have no idea if it's going to work, but if I don't try, I will never know. So this takes a little reconstruction, which means that I unhook this, and I have to unhook here and take things a little bit apart. So let's see how we do that. First take this off, and take this off for a moment. Take the part here off. Is that wise? I don't know. Probably yes. Okay. Take this part off, and then take this part off. Then I have to be careful, because this one is going here. See if that holds. And then the other one has to fit right there somewhere. So how do I do that? Release the wire and shift it on. Momentarily right here, like this. Putting it a bit straight. Putting this piece together again. And in the end put things back together. So now I have this part and I have that part. And now the question is, how will this behave? Will this indeed allow everything to run over this part? So, in order to try that, I'm going to run it. Let's see if I can reposition the camera a bit. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Starting the program. Ooh. That is too bad. So, this is at speed 6. Let me change it to speed 7. And go again. And it finds a real block, but I'm not giving up yet. So that is too much for the carriage. I have to find a different solution. And a solution may just be, or put in a different way, the problem in here looks like that this notch is going here. And this one has no such thing, so let me replace this with this. Let's see how I can do that quickly and safely. So this has just one entrance. Going completely there. This one like this. Will this go manually? By the looks of it, quite a lot easier. So let's see if it does it while being with propeller. I have to stop it because the construction is a bit off. Okay, go for it. What happens? that looks like a lot better. Not there yet. Oh, and that's a wiring problem. So I have to put this wire all the way here, I suppose. Put the construction back in order again, and let's see what happens. That is better. Ah, yes, and now I have the point that I didn't think of that. See what happens here. That's a derailment, but I'm okay. Now I get to the point that it responds to the sonar further or not than 5 centimeters. So, in order to have it just sent back as this, I have to change the sonar distance. I have to adjust the algorithm, and that's a nice thing. So let me just put the carriage here for now. So the idea is nice, but yeah, it has to be somewhat heavier in order to avoid the derailment. But that's a nice one. Let me see how I can do that. I have to change the algorithm and take out the larger than 5 centimeters, and then put the change direction of the motor into the here with the light, because so far the light is connected to this light, and I'm going to change that into change direction when it's here, and no longer change direction when the distance is larger than 5, and see how that works out. But I think that's a very nice continuation for next time. So for now, thank you for watching, and to be continued.